All right, the content that I have to share with you today is short. In other words, I need you to participate at a high level, or this is going to be a very short coaching call today. I'm going to share just a few lines from pages 23 and 24, and then I'm going to share a video with you. In the video, I'll set it up before I show it, and unless I set it up, you're gonna wonder, why in the world is he showing in this video? What the heck does it have to do with what he's talking about? Well, pay really close attention because it's there and it's a really good message. So on page 23 of Shift, Gary Keller is sharing tactic number 1 in surviving a real estate shift so that you can thrive later. And tactic 1 is get real, get right, mindset, and action. So I'm going to go down to the second paragraph, and Gary starts by saying, when a shift occurs, confusion follows. When a shift occurs, confusion follows. Now, he's not just talking about for buyers and sellers or for the market. He's talking about all of you guys too. So pay close attention. What to think and what to do becomes fuzzy because what once worked is no longer working, and you may not know why. I'll also say that you may not notice that what once worked is no longer working. You may not actually notice that until 2, 3, maybe 4 months into that shift. It doesn't necessarily show up right away, okay? If you pay really close attention, though, the signs are there. Juanita shared one of them with us. She did an open house. They had 4 couples come through. Pay attention, okay? When a market shifts, there is only one thing to do. You have to shift with it. And in truth, there are 2 shifts you must make. And the 2 shifts are, write them down, number 1, a mental shift, and number 2, action. So you're going to make a mental shift first. 90% of success is mindset. And then you're going to make an action shift, Pierre. You're going to start with changing the way you think. And then you're going to follow that up with changing your strategy, changing your game plan, changing what you do. And the key to surviving this is critical that you change the way you think and you change what you do. All right, the mental shift. I believe that your life will be either about your problems or your opportunities. So I had a meeting with somebody yesterday, and in that meeting, I got what you could define as bad news. And my answer on, John, was it bad news, would be, well, it depends. It depends on your perspective. It depends on how you look at this particular situation. Could it be bad news? Yeah. Could it be good news? Definitely. And here's what I want you to hear. Whether it's bad news or good news is up to me. I'm the one who's going to determine, was this bad news or is it good news? And the way I'm going to do that is by changing the way I look at it. And secondly, by the actions that I take. I could either focus on my problems or I can focus on my opportunities. I could say, why did this happen to me? Or I could say, why did this happen for me? I could say, I can focus on the downside of this particular meeting, or I can look at all of the opportunities that this has presented. And the choice is mine. Now, this is going to get to the video that I'm going to show you in just a moment. I can pay attention to all the noise that is happening out here, or I could stay focused on the goal. You'll either be running away from something or running towards something. You're either running away from something or running towards something. And sometimes running away doesn't necessarily mean you're running. Running away can be you're sticking your head in the sand and denying reality. That's running away. You know, and Jim Collins in his book, Good to Great, he shares that, and something I live my life by, I do not deny my current reality. I deny its finality. This too shall pass. To survive a shift, you must first make the mental shift to run towards what you most want and avoid the temptation of running away from what you most fear. One approach lifts you up and the other drags you down. You must keep both eyes on your target and not the ever-moving market. Okay, I'm going to show you a video. Cross my fingers that I screen shared correctly. And I'm going to set this up as I am finding the video for you. This is a scene from the Kentucky Derby when Rich Strike, an 80-1 long shot, won the 148th Kentucky Derby. This happened just recently, May of this year. And what you're going to see is a video that's only about 53 seconds. It's exactly 53 seconds. And this is Rich Strike way back here.
In 1 minute, 10 and 4.
And we're going into... Give me a thumbs up if you can still hear me, because I had to take my mic off in order for me. Okay, good. In order for us to be able to hear this in the room. We're going into the final turn here. The race is 75% over. And this is Rich Strike way back here. These are the leaders. And I want you to listen to the announcer as he's calling the race. And you don't even hear him mention Rich Strike until the last few seconds of the race. And I'm going to read something to you again from Shift before I show you this video. To survive a shift, you must first make the mental shift to run towards what you most want and avoid the temptation of running away from what you most fear. Are you running towards what you most want? This is the finish line. Are you focused on the finish line, or are you focused on all of this stuff that's happening around you? Are you focused on the finish line, or are you focused on opportunities, or are you focused on the fact that you're dead last? Practically dead last in the race and it's almost over. There's no way you can win. So you're paying attention to all of this, all of these challenges that are in front of you. If you're going to get to the finish line and finish first, you have to not only make up this space, but you have to find a way to get through all of these obstacles that are between you and your finish line. One approach lifts you up, the other drags you down. You must keep both eyes on your target and not the ever-moving market. You must keep both eyes on your target and not all of the noise that's happening around you. All right, here we go.
Zozos is next after 3/4 in 1 minute, 10 and 4/5 seconds. And now Epicenter comes splitting horses and is moving up quickly as Crown Pride takes the lead around the far turn. It is Crown Pride battling with Messier. They're stride for stride. Epicenter and Zozos in behind them. Cyberknife swings up on the outside. Sandon gets the rail run and they're into the stretch. And it's Messier, Crown Pride, and Epicenter is coming up on the outside. Epicenter has taken the lead as they arrive into the final furlong. Sandon is coming after him. Epicenter and Sandon, these two, stride for stride. Simplification down the outside is next. They're coming down to the wire. Epicenter, Sandon, Rich Strike is coming up on the inside. Oh my goodness, the longest shot has won the Kentucky Derby.
It is amazing.
Zozos is next.
All right.
Phenomenal.
Talk to me. What's your aha? Yeah, that was amazing. And I could watch that every day. I think I have. Carolyn, your audio is, can you do that again, please? Maybe not.
I said, never count them out. Just never count them out.
Yes, 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 yes. How about don't ever count me out?
Yeah.
Don't ever count me out. To those of you who are in the stands watching me play this game. And when I say me, guys, I'm speaking for you, okay? It's not about John Dietz. It's about all of you. For those of you who are in the stands watching me play this game, counting me out because I just took another hit and oh my gosh, how will I overcome this hit? My response is just wait and see. I'll show you. Vicki, talk to me.
We all can be Rich Strike.
Mm.
That's what you have to know. We
Yeah.
all have that opportunity. You choose to show up. You choose to be who you're going to be. And I cannot tell you how much that this too shall pass resonates, because that was my mom saying all the time. She was that person, this too shall pass.
Yeah.
And you know what? That means good and that means bad. And that means that whatever you're given, you make the best of it and you go forward. And what you have to do is always, my saying, stay in your lane.
There you go. Love that. Thank you. Okay, Megan, you're up.